Jerry, one of the reasons that as a very young kid I fell in love with football was your book. Instant Replay was an incredible book, and you go back and look at it now and you think how trend-setting it was. Did you take any heat in the locker room for, kind of going inside where people weren't used to going?
I was very cautious about what I said, and I reread the book 6 or 7 times before it was published. And I felt there were certain areas of a player's life that was none of my business and wasn't any of the public's business. So I didn't delve into their personal life or their personal habits. I looked at their characteristics and tendencies on the football field, and I didn't really know what I was doing the first book, right? What do I know about writing a book? And so I got back from New York, we'd signed an agreement to do the book, and I'm thinking, boy, I got to come up with some flowery phrases now and some really artistic stuff, and really get literary here. And I went for 2 or 3 days through that, and I finally said, hey, it is what it is. You are what you are. Tell it like you see it and let it lay. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. And one of the nicest compliments I ever got was from Forrest Gregg the next year in training camp. The book was out. Willie D and I are rooming together, and Forrest and Gilly are right across the hallway. And Gilly comes in, and I'm playing a record. It's called One Stormy Night, and it's got thunder and lightning and music and stuff, and it's kind of go-to-sleep record. Well, Gilly goes down to John and gets a glass of water and throws it up on the ceiling above my bed and gets me soaking wet, right? He thinks it's really raining, and he thinks this is going to be really cute. So Willie says, better watch out, Gilly. Jerry will put that in his book, his next book. And Forrest Gregg says, that damn book. That's all I hear about. Everywhere I go, people are talking about that book. And he said, I'll tell you one thing, Jerry, you were dead honest. And I thought, damn, that's the nicest compliment I could get from one of my teammates.
But it wasn't like ball 4 with Jim Bouton, because like you said, you stayed away from a lot of the picadillos.
I had a phrase in the book about a short, fat Italian. And I really didn't want to leave it in the book. And Dick and I argued over it for months, and he said, you were angry, you were upset, that's the way you were thinking, that's what you said. I know it, but I'm not going to let him read the book and see this phrase in there and go, who's a short, fat Italian around here? So we went back and forth for months over that phrase. Finally, we left it in. So I gave everybody on the team a book, all the coaches a book except Coach Lombardi. First of all, I don't want to say best wishes or good luck or something really silly like that. I want something meaningful. So I come up with, for Coach Vincent Thomas Lombardi, a man against whom all others shall forever be measured. And I thought that would offset the short, fat Italian part.
Did it work?
Well, I carry it in the car, and we're getting on a bus to come down to Milwaukee, and Marie Lombardi comes up to me. Where's my book? Every coach has a book. All the players have a book. Everybody's got a book but me. Where's my book? Well, I got it in the car, actually. I'll go get it. And so I went and ran, got the book, and gave it to her, and she read it on the way down here, and we're at the hotel, Vista here. And we're coming down the elevator the next morning. Jerry, I loved the book. I loved it. It helped me to understand. I said, what, football? No, him. Finally, after about a week or two, he came by and enjoyed your book. Good book. So it never came up, the short, fat Italian part.